To mark the occasion, both of our guests have graciously encouraged me to reflect for a moment about the arts arena before moving on to our official event tonight. It was in January 2007 that I created the Arts Arena as a nonprofit initiative in the visual and performing arts, film, and issues of culture and society. At the time, I was a professor of comparative literature at the American University of Paris, and the Arts Arena began under the university's auspices. An arena, historically, is a space where people reach across barriers, where people come together for performances of diverse types, unfortunately sometimes including gladiators. The Arts Arena would be multidisciplinary, would reach across barriers among artistic disciplines, and spark interactions between the world of the arts and the worlds of business, economics, cultural diplomacy, sciences, technology, and sustainable development. There was a void to be filled, I believed, in presenting a cultured America to French audiences. However, I also believed that the notion of an American center, that is a purely national cultural center, was rather 19th century and not what is needed for the 21st century. In my view, the best way to showcase American culture is to show its openness to all other cultures. The Arts Arena was founded on the basis of having one sole criterion, not nationality, but excellence. A principle I believe we've held and lived up to over 100, I only wish, over 10 years and 175 events. A second decision was that we would invest not in bricks and mortar, but in content. Thus was born the Arts Arena in the spirit of Hemingway's title, A Movable Feast. And in our 10 years, we have held events at the Palais de Tokyo. Thanks to the US Embassy, we've held events at the Hôtel de Talleyrand. We've also had events at Théâtre de Châtelet, Théâtre de la Ville, at a funky loft near the Bastille, at the US Ambassador's residence, and since 2013, in the wonderful space we're sitting here this evening, generously made available to the Arts Arena by Columbia Global Centers Paris, to whom I express my gratitude, and in particular to its administrative director, Brune Bibouic. In our 10 years, the Arts Arena has partnered with the Bibliothèque Nationale France, the Louvre, the National Museum of Women in the Arts, the Aspen Institute, the Orléans Concours International, the Cinémathèque Française, where in November we debuted our first film festival, American Fringe. Our institutional partners now include Columbia Global Centers, the Curtis Institute of Music, the Yale School of Art, and the Yale School of Music. A third principle defined the Arts Arena from the beginning. Uniquely, the Arts Arena set a model of making the highest quality artists in all artistic disciplines available to the broadest and most diverse possible audiences. The tool we use successfully to achieve this, a founding principle, is that all Arts Arena events, debates, concerts, performances, lectures, festivals would be free and open to the public. It's a policy that grew from a fundamental belief in the power of the arts to improve society. The Arts Arena presents the best of the arts qua arts, but also puts forth the notion of activist arts, of harnessing the imagination and creativity of the arts as a non-governmental force for social issues, human rights, understanding among peoples, urban resilience, and peace. It urges using the power and the reach of the arts to ignite awareness of critical environmental issues, reaching audiences beyond what governments can. The result of this free for all policy has been, as many of you tonight can testify, one of the most diverse audiences anywhere. 10 years ago, in 2007, we had neither a budget nor a full-time staff. And that, alas, has not changed much. That we've been able to present hundreds of events of high quality within these constraints is due, yes, to donations, grants, to our wonderful Arts Arena Plus membership program, but also to the dedication of major artists. Our Arts Advisory Council consists of distinguished cultural figures, among them William Christie and James Conlon, conductors, Nobel laureate Roald Hoffman, Academy Award-winning film director James Ivory, Ellen Soren, director of the George Balanchine Trust, curator Robert Storr, director of the Frick Collection in New York, Ian Wardropper, and the visual and theater artist Robert Wilson. The little paper that you found on your chair will give you the full list of this Arts Advisory Council, to which I express enormous gratitude. We're also delighted to have here with us tonight members of our Conseil d'Administration, Philippe Deloise, President, Jean-Bernard Pontus, Jenny Sandler, and from the United States Board, Andrea Leskis and Chuck Muckenfuss. To the amazing artists themselves, such as our guests tonight, who have donated their time and presence to the arts arena, I truly bow in gratitude. Our 10th anniversary is also a celebration of them, for without their generosity, we would not be here celebrating at all tonight. The Arts Arena has presented Robert Wilson, Mikhail Baryshnikov, Willem Dafoe, William Christie Les Arts Florissants, James Conlon, Michael Nyman, Rufus Wainwright, Isabelle Huppert, Juliette Binoche, Michel Gondry, James Ivory, Balanchine legends, Violette Verdi and Suki Shore, Forsyth former star dancer Richard Siegel, Dancer Étoile from the Paris Opera de Ballet Mathieu Gagnon, Kristen Foote from the Le Monde Dance Company, choreographers Christopher Williams, Christopher Hampson, Lucinda Childs, and the experimental dance and performing company Boomerang. In the visual arts, Daniel Buren, Laurent Lebon, Robert Storr, Shireen Nesha, and many others. One of the things I feel proudest of and deeply moved by is how many of these artists have not only donated their time to the arts arena, but have done so repeatedly. Robert Wilson has been with us 5 times. Lucinda Childs has been with us 4 times. Robert Storr, 8 times, which means that the arts arena experience brings them something as well as the audience, and I certainly hope that will be the case this evening. The audience, I feel grateful to and proud of our audiences, of you, of our Forum for Culture and Society that puts forth the notion, as I said, of activist arts. We are proud that we've created a sense of community around the arts arena. We have had programs such as activist architecture, art in the city, art philanthropy and sustainable development, photography and human rights, and annually present the United Nations Association Film Festival. On January 21st, just coming up, we will participate for the first time in the Musée du Louvre's Journée Internationale des Films sur l'Art, with the winning selection of short films on public art. I am proud, as I said, for the sense of community, that when terror struck in Paris last November, you turned out for an arts arena event scheduled only 3 days later, and did so because of that sense of community, the recognition that the arts arena is more than just an enjoyable evening out. It is as well a sense of commitment for a better world, rarely more direly needed than today, based on a sense of civic responsibility, artistic quality, and principle. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for making my naive dream of 2007 become reality and endure. And thank you now, artists and audience alike, for continuing in 2017 to be part of the adventure that is the arts arena.